From the age of 5, Trevor Immelman wanted to become a professional golfer. Growing up with father Johan, the former commissioner of the Sunshine Tour, golf influences were apparent from a young age. A year after turning pro, he took the 2000 Kenyan Open. By 2006, he was PGA Tour Rookie of the Year, and the Masters title came 2 years later, the pinnacle of his achievements.
Well, whenever I do anything like this, I'm referred to as the Masters Champion, and I think that's probably the biggest way that it's changed. It's something that, I'll be able to carry with me for the rest of my career and the rest of my life. And so it's something I'm, very humbled by, really. Because I remember sort of the small beginnings that I came from, back in South Africa. It's quite incredible, really. And so I would say that's the biggest thing. Everything else kind of comes and goes a little bit, but that's the one thing that'll always stay with me.
Since then, injuries have taken their toll. Tendinitis ruined his 2009 and 2010 seasons, and only now is he starting to feel optimistic again.
I'm entering 2011 more hopeful than I have in the past few years. I've been struggling, with a wrist issue that cropped up actually right after I won the Masters, and so that's been a 2-year process that I've been dealing with and working my way through, and eventually had to get surgery. So I feel like that's behind me now, and I'm able to really get back to, doing what I do best, and that's getting out there and working hard at my game and going out to compete. And so I would say this year, I'm starting off this year, more hopeful than the last couple of years, knowing that all that is behind me and I can move forward. And so that's really how I'm looking at this season, and looking forward to getting out there.
His 4 wins on the European Tour included his 2004 win in the South African Open, when he became the first man to successfully defend the title since his idol Gary Player in 1977. Earlier that same year, he took the trophy at the SAP Open. And now, having been part of the explosion of the European Tour, Immelman is delighted to be part of this global show and a new era of European Tour dominance.
I think it's fantastic. I mean, it really is great for the growth of the game. I think, a lot of that has to do, though, with the fact that there were so many great American players for so long. And a lot of us, who are golf fanatics really, watched those guys and looked up to those guys. And so, it's always good to have something to strive for. And, when we were growing up and we were watching the American players dominate around the world, it gave us something to strive for. And so, I really just think you're starting to see the benefits of what those guys did then. That crop, that generation is now coming through, and guys believe in themselves.
Immelman recently caught up with his childhood hero Gary Player at Doral Country Club to discuss, amongst other things, his form heading into this year's Masters. It may be a little early to expect him to recapture the magic that saw him take the title. Well, as he recovers from a long-term injury, he's more focused on getting lots of tournament golf under his belt, rather than winning titles just yet.
Probably going to play 6 or 7 events, or have 6 or 7 events under my belt before getting to Augusta. And then, the schedule obviously hots up more over the summer, when we get all those majors thrown together and the Players' Championship and a lot of those type of events. At the end of the year, I'll have right around 25 events that I'll have played in.
It's a classic swing that belongs in major golf championships. We wish Trevor Immelman well.